Hello, and welcome back. It's been a while since I've done anything in this game. I'm 14. But 7.1 is out. And it has been a bit of a while since the last time I've played. I've been trying to play this more often, but I've only been able to play this like once a week at most times. Pandora's still upset. I got a Pandora right next to me. She's just a tad upset right now. Ubico Messenger. Otherworldly encounter. That'll be for later. An intrepid new enterprise. Okay. Blue garbed Pelu. Oh, that is for the Beast Quests. But yeah, I am going to do for 7.1. First off, let's get this guy over with. I'm not going to read out what he says because I am though she was many things, she wasn't alive. I mean, she's about as much as alive as the Dynamist guys, so... I'm not here to rewrite the definition of what's alive, or even write it to begin with. I forgot to start my timer. But yeah, what I'm going to be recording, this is the main story and the new enterprise. I am not doing an otherworldly encounter because I am not doing raids while recording, I should say. I did do the raids on my own. Well, I recorded it, but I didn't do it. I had to scrap that video. Pleasure as always, Zedman. Have you been able to relax lately? Wonderful, as busy as you have been with the rite of succession, among other things, you deserve an opportunity to experience Toriol at a more leisurely pace. Sample the tacos. Sabrotue is one such way to do so. They made the traditional way and laden with filling, and are absolutely sublime. If you have an empty stomach, the owner of Pivu look after you. Yeah, I did the raids. It was 4 hours. It was a 4 hour long, almost 4 hours long video. But I had to scrap it in the end. I did them all. I hate M3. I hate it. That one took the longest, and we nearly ran out of time with all the whites. M2 was really easy. It was the only one which I didn't die on. Well, if it isn't Zedman, alone today, are you? I see. If you have a hankering for tacos, then they're on the house. Consider it a token of gratitude for you tracking down those treasures. Go ahead and find a table. I'll bring you your meal as soon as it's ready. And I did see that some of the other things are going to be coming out, like 7.16. You still love tacos, I hope. You ate so many when you turned 5. You could barely move afterwards, remember that? No, not really. That was 30 years ago for me. Right, sorry. It's still strange for me, too. Just the other day, you were a little boy clinging to your mother's skirt as you set off for Yasoloni. And now you're a man grown with a face full of hair. Even so, I know you were my son the instant I saw you. We're still family, and you can always rely on me. Relying, that feels like the other thing I'm doing right now. And you and everyone else. I can't even start a fire without assistance at my new job. Back in Alexandria, we had electrope. If I needed fire, all I had to do was press a button. Everything was at our fingertips. But here I'm helpless. A culinarian who can't even light the stove. The way the others in the kitchen stare at me. Gods, I've never felt so embarrassed. I'm sorry to hear that, but I've been told the tale. But it seems life is really different within the dome. My wife and children. I was thinking I'd have them join me once things had settled. But at this rate... I say you send for them. If they're your family, then they're mine too. I'll do whatever's necessary to make it work. I don't know why I was expecting someone just to walk up to them with a shotgun. I didn't mean to overhear, but it seems you're having trouble readjusting to life in Toriol. Wuk Lamat. Yeah, after hearing Woklamat to a lot larger degree by watching other people, I have started to say it correctly instead of me calling it her Woklamat, just because my brain now goes, it stopped putting wook and yoke together finally. But she is a yoked kitty. Wait, folks like yourself, we've established a support group at the Wings of Reflection. There you can learn the skills you need to live outside the dome. It isn't easy being back, I know, but I'm hopeful that they can make things easier. That's exactly what I need. I'll definitely take this group out, and I'll bring my family with me. Thank you. What was it? I was just about to go and find you, Zedman. You don't mind the company, I hope. I could use a bite to eat myself. Sure, I don't eat tacos. I don't know why I even have these. I think I'm just going to feed him to Carbuncle. Ah, the tacos here never disappoint. So what have you been up to lately? Been catching up on my sleep. I've been helping out around. I've been making my name for myself at the Arcadian. Yeah, that's true. I did record it, but I had to scrap that. You're fighting the arena in Alexandria by facing off against tough opponents. That way you're going your skills even further. As for myself, I've been kept busy with duties at the palace. But whenever I find a moment, I like to walk the streets and talk to the people. That way I can better understand the problems they have and share them with Kona to figure out solutions. I was on one such walk just now, and as I mentioned, I was hoping to find you. Kona and I have something we want to discuss with you. As Dawn servants, do you have time to come to the palace? Great, I'll go on ahead. Please come and join us once you're finished here. Right, probably the quickest way would be this way. But as I said, I've been kind of slacking on this. I have gotten some more classes done. Well, not done. I got them up to level 80. And I've been waiting for the thing that just came out to be out. Just so I can, get the rest of my classes up. Because, let's see, character. This is what I currently have right now for my classes. I'm going to try to get that since it's out. I'm going to be working on Picto next, then Red Mage, and probably Black Mage. I want to get all the magical DPS up to their limit. Oh, and they've also added a new thing to the Hall Novice. You can get a Neophyte ring, which will boost experience to level 50. Oh no, when level 60 and below. That's it. So it's going to be something I'll be using to help level up my classes, because I have that earring, and now I have another ring that'll help. Master Zedman, it is always an honor. Kona has stepped away to attend to a pressing matter, but he should join you within. Hold that moment. I need. I didn't mean to do that. Okay. I was just checking the recording to make sure that the volume isn't too low or too high. Oh, you're all here too. Falcona summoned us. Though, if truth be told, Alphino and I have been seeing him quite regularly of late. He asked us to share our knowledge of Hannish culture, you see, in hopes of further strengthening your alliance. We were, of course, happy to oblige him. Carl and I were likewise summoned. Otherwise, we've been carrying on with our work, compiling information on the Golden City. I don't remember most of the Scion's voices. I only really remember Alphanos. Is the only voice I remember how to do. My grandfather embarked on his investigation 20 years ago. With our report, we shall finish with what he started. Lest you wonder, Thancred and Oriange have left to resume their tour of Terrell. I figured. It showed me when I was back to researching cross-rift travel. She was here just a few days ago to get Kona's permission to investigate living memory. By the way, she mentioned wanting to take a look at the key in your keeping at some point. No! Mine! My sippy cup of power! If the look she had in her eyes was any indication, I'd suggest you brace yourself for when she comes calling. You'll like to be stuck with her for a while. That's probably the raid. As for Estinian, we neither know where he is nor what he is doing. Some things never change. He's just stuck in the ceiling. Help! I jumped too high. You see, we still haven't fixed the throne. My apologies for the delay. Think nothing of it. We took advantage of the time to catch up. So what can we do for you? Hopefully present company is enough for whatever it is you need. The matter for which I have summoned you pertains to Alexandria. A state funeral will soon be held in Solution 9 to mourn the passing of Queen Sphene. King Gululja and his administration have invited us to attend. While certain issues remain unresolved between our nations, such as the treatment of Yasolani, I see no reason not to attend. For generations, the Alexandrians lived without even the awareness of death. I wouldn't have expected them to have funeral rites still. Apparently, the members of Oblivion unearthed records of ceremonies that were conducted in Alexandria of old. It was they who put forth the proposal that the Queen be thus honored. Leave it to that lot to think of such things. The people of Alexandria no longer forget the departed. They're being confronted with the idea of death for the first time. I suspect our friends wanted to do something for them. Though Sphene was but a simulacrum, she was nevertheless a pillar for her people. The pain of her passing must run deep. Indeed, a funeral will give Alexandrians the chance to come together to express their grief and that they might overcome it. I wasn't sure at first, but I've decided to go, not only to be there for Gululja, but to put this chapter behind us. The request your presence was none other than to see if you wish to attend the funeral. You know Sphene as well, after all. That would be inappropriate. They don't know that we killed her. They don't know. I need to go to Solution 9 anyway. I want to see if there's any quests there. Because you consider yourself responsible for her demise, I take it. But that's not a burden you bear alone. No? No, not really. Have you here's my idea. As Val, I'll attend the funeral as representative of Toriola. Meanwhile, you could go in personal captivity and watch over the people as they mourn. Capacity. I feel the rest of us should go too, regardless of the reason. The fact remains that we deprived Alexandria of a beloved ruler. It's only right that we remember who Sphene was, to our people and to others, so let us stand with you. And decided, let's head to Solution 9 and look for Gululja in the back room. Bye-bye. Crossroads. I don't like the look of that little blue thing. Or the corners. One being light, one being... what was that? Deep blue. Oh, let's go to Solution 9. Eh. Nope. Oh, nope, there's one. Gabbro. What's this? Oh, it's the guy for... This guy is the arena guy. I'm just skipping it because, I don't care. Also, I have a feeling that he might be the one who's leading the arena. At least that was my theory on that video I scrapped. That he's like the director or whatever they called him. But yeah, he's apparently a famous cartoonist, and he goes to the arena for inspiration. Yeah, the arena. I don't remember its actual name, even though we said it like probably like 5 minutes ago. You came for the funeral. Of course, I'm the only one who's officially taking part, though. The others will watch over the proceedings. So how have you been? It's been a while since my last visit. I'm good. Trail is always teaching me new things. Recently, I've learned about Everkeep's systems and the mechanical soldiers. It's knowledge I'll need to use my authority properly. Studious as always, I see. By way of a treat, I've brought you Kachu Ao Shoshalat. It's a kind of cake. I think you'll like it. Thank you, Lamati, and thank you for coming. I've never been to a funeral before, so I feel less nervous having you here. I'm pretty sure nobody in this city's been to a funeral before. Out of curiosity, what's the custom in Alexandria and other world, or in our world it's common to offer flowers to the departed? It's much the same here according to the records. Flowers will be distributed to all attendees. Saying that all the worlds used to be one, the practice of offering flowers may well share the same ancient origin precedent, would you say? I did that quest. Do I want the fishy? Do I want the pazza? Or do I want my juice? Do I want the juice or the... I don't like pie. They like the fish. Yeah, we're taking the fish. Give me my fishy. I am not an adult. Give me my fishy. What's that? I believe it's... No, it would be in our collection, wouldn't it? It's the Unending Codex. Oh, it's been a while since I've been here, since Trials hasn't been updated. Yeah, it has been a while since the last time I've been here. Flowers are being handed out at Praxis Park. I'm thinking of heading over there now. Well, join you. There's a man I would like to speak with. Gosan. He was apparently Sophine's aide, and the one who sent us the invitation. Come, let's go. One day, whatever they're 3D printing over here will be done. One day. I forget to turn that off. I am very dumb. I do wonder when we get the Hildebrand quest lines for this expansion. Because I always look forward to Hildebrand. Why, you're here to mock me! Aval Wuklamot of Taliolo. Thank you for extending us an invitation to Queen Sphinx's funeral. We're honored, truly. Have you seen you before from a distance, but never had the pleasure. I am Goson's former chief's aide to the Queen. Since her passing, I have been responsible for administrating affairs of state. Can we get our flowers here? Yes, Your Majesty, the flowers are being handed out at the counter yonder, alongside the regulators. What? We need to regulators for the funeral? I register they are not a requirement. Where your people do not use them. You see, people in Alexandria of old wore tokens of mourning upon the person when attending funerals. As such, tokens were black. It was suggested that we might wear regulators painted the same color. We've yet to produce enough for everyone, but we're distributing them as we are able. I see. My shoelaces are black. My horns are black. My scales are black. My hair is black. Do I need to be wearing anything else? Yeah, regulator unknowns important things that we remember Queen Sphene. Remember her and her kindness as you make an offering of your flower. I will. The proceedings will soon begin in this plaza. Please take your place once you have your flower. What color flowers do you offer? Or are they going to be the same color? So maybe I should have switched to botanist and picked my own. Hopefully nobody teleports to that.
Although we are gathered here for the same reason, we hail from different lands. Some were born and raised in the Alexandria of old, while others came to us from Tuliolal. It was from this union of diverse peoples that a new Alexandria was born. The only home that our younger generation knows. How did we overcome the barriers between us? What moved us to join hands in common purpose beneath crackling skies? You know the answer. We survived. We thrived because Queen Sphene brought us together. Inspired and encouraged by her boundless kindness, we strove to be better, for ourselves as well as those around us. And in Her Majesty's absence, there is a sadness beyond words. Yet we will remember her. Remember all the good that she has done for us. So let us pray, as the people of the Old Kingdom once did, for the peaceful repose of the departed. And let us keep our beloved Queen forever in our hearts, that her memory might guide us unto the morrow. Would that I could find solace in my own words.
Your mic is still on.
Was Queen Sphene taken to the cloud?
She must have been. To still remember her is strange, isn't it, darling?
I miss her. She would always cheer me up when I was down. But even though I remember her, I'll never see her again. That doesn't make sense.
It seems that's what it means to die, I'm afraid.
But what will happen to us? Are we just going to be sad forever?
What will happen indeed? Everything that we have, we owe to Queen Sphene. How are we to go on without her?
I still remember Her Majesty so clearly. If only I didn't, I might feel better about the future of our realm.
Perhaps we should also consider moving to Tuliolo. The journey won't be easy, but it'd be better than staying here in uncertainty.
In times like these, I take comfort in the beliefs of a Turali people called the Yokui. To them, death isn't the end. So long as we're remembered, we never truly die. It could be the same for Queen Sphene, you know? If you keep her alive in your hearts, she'll always be with you.
But we still won't be able to see her, right? I don't want to think about that. I wish I could just forget instead of having to feel like this.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to impose. Please, mourn your queen however you see fit. As expected, they struggle to come to terms with their loss. I hope they can find a way to move forward.
It's not only grief that weighs on them, but worry for the future. Bereft of their queen, how will they proceed?
True. But with that at least, we're not powerless to help. What is it, Guloja?
I was wondering, is it better to remember or forget someone when they're dead? I remember my father, and every time I think of him, it hurts. It's the same with Queen Sphene. Knowing that she's gone makes me feel sad. But it's different with my mother. I never knew her, so I don't feel as bad. I want to remember my father, but maybe I'd be better off forgetting him.
Guloja.
The guy's just still back there in the background.
Why don't we continue this somewhere else?
I saw the guy from earlier just in the background looking down at a plant. Yeah, over there. He's on the left over there by the plant. Hey, Gulja, do you really know nothing at all about your mother? Shale searched the system for information on residents, but the only Mamulja she found listed were me and my father. Or my father and me. Even if she died and was erased from people's memories, she shouldn't have been there, but she wasn't. Oh, then you have means she was here too. Inside the dome, there can't be any other way about it. Cloning technology. I think so. Even if it makes me feel sad, I want to know her. So I want to try looking again, and if I don't find anything this time, I'll give up. Well, if that's what you want. And I'll help you. I'd like to help as well, and I believe I speak for the others too. But I can't bother you with this. You already came for the funeral. We came here not only for the funeral, but to see whether all was well in Alexandria. We're not about to leave you yet, just yet. Besides of seeking to learn about your mother, we're bound to learn about your father as well. By retracing the steps of this man who kept his own counsel, we may gain knowledge that can serve the people of Alexandria. Oh God! Darkness has came! Oh God. Alright, thank you everyone. Don't worry, just a passing by flying whale. Search of the past. Assuming neither memories nor records of Gulja's mother remains, we must cast as wide as net as possible, so just be split into groups. Simon, if you make inquiries outside in the outskirts, the rest of us will do the same in Solution 9. Oh, and since I've finally got done with Final Fantasy IX, some of this stuff makes a bit more sense to me now, at least. Middle-aged! Sorry, but I've never heard of a Mamulja woman in these parts, much less one connected to Zorulja. Might have better luck to the people over at Wanton, settlement to the north of Everkeep. It's a place called Wayawata. The resilient son won their loyalty when he saved them from some crisis or another, or so the story goes. If I remember correctly, their chief's name was Kan-i-Lokaka. Okay. So I need to find 3 people. Looking for a Mamulja woman? Oh, Gululja's mother, I can't help you there, I'm afraid. I know a little about Zorolja, and then only what my father told me. He said that before the dome cut off from the outside world, a Terrell withdrawal had appeared and was terrorizing the region. In response, Zorolja assembled a party of warriors, and with them, confronted and felled the beast. It was interesting to hear of the king's feats in the past. Zorolja woman, their people have never been a common sight around here. The last time I saw one would have been the dome came down over our heads. She was among an entourage of Landsguard that was dispatched here. I assume they all returned to Terrell after the mission. But if any remained, I suppose they would have been trapped in here with the rest of us. I still find that Solution 9 was an attack that Sedane used in 9. Gulja has told me all. We precisely tried to track down records of his mother, but came up empty-handed. With everyone's help, hopefully we can get this time. So we spoke with quite a few different people as well. Let's combine all our findings to see what conclusions we might draw. So Zorolja brought a retinue of Landsguard to Yosoloni, among whom was a female Momolja. His mission was to rid the region of a Terrell withdrawal, and I believe it's safe to say that was the cries and why he resolved. Crisis and what he resolved. If some of his troops stuck around for a time, perhaps to assist the villagers with recovery efforts, then they could have indeed gotten trapped in the dome. We also heard stories about the settlement in Galwata. People lived there until nearly a decade ago, and Zorolja made regular visits. If he required secrecy, a location home to his most loyal followers would be ideal. And if this Momolja woman had remained there, they would have had occasion to come in contact. See, but what could Zorolja have been doing in that village? I think we can answer that question. In order to retrace Zorolja's steps, Raha and I spoke with researchers who worked at Orgegenix. He said that approximately 20 years ago, a number of his colleagues were transferred to a research facility outside Everkeep per the king's direct orders. This is the first I heard of such a facility. Only Vanguard was believed to have been under the king's jurisdiction. It was apparently being used to develop a new kind of weapon, but I'm afraid was all we can learn. There's plenty to go on. Even if the work there was classified, any material and equipment needed would have been manufactured within Everkeep. So if we look into transportation records, there it is. The routes are full of detours and attempts at vacation, but large deliveries were being made to Yowata, far too large for a mere village. There haven't been any activity for years, though. It's likely the facility has been decommissioned. Do you think that's where my mother was? We can't say for certain just yet, but I reckon there's a good chance. This is amazing. Even though no one remembers her, you managed to figure out all this out. Each piece of the puzzle may reveal little on its own, but when we put several pieces, a picture begins to form. And even should memories fade, footprints remain to mark the path of those who walked before. A lesson I learned in another life. So we'll be investigating the secret facility in Yowata then. And this time, I want you to come along, Buloja. Field trip time! It's on the other side of the lake. To get there, you'll need to take a hover cargo from the drift towns. Alright then, thank you, Shale. I'm just going to do this. I'm too lazy. I don't remember. Can I fly over this? Hover cargo will take us across the lake. I've never been over there before. It's still inside the dome, so I don't expect it to be too different from here. I'll likely encounter dangerous beasts, so the rest of us will go first. You follow when it's safe to do so, alright? Alright, be careful, everyone. Why does he need to follow behind us? They ain't gonna attack him. Everything's afraid of him.
Let's give it our all!
I stand ever ready.
You gotta be kidding me. Up. I guess I'll call that an episode. I'll see you all in the next.